Group dubbed Linda Ugatuzi has begun the process of amending the constitution to block the deputy president from vying for presidency immediately after their term of office. Now this, they say, will also apply to deputy governors and governors. The group, which has already conducted public participation, has identified close to 30 clauses in the constitution that need to be amended in order to give the country quality governance. The clamor for constitution amendment is again making its way back to the corridors of politics, as lobby group Linda Ugatuzi, led by governance expert Fred Ogolla, now want an amendment to the constitution to stop the deputy president from ascending to office immediately after the end of their term. Ogolla argues that it is unhealthy and that a country needs some grace period. The group has also identified close to 30 clauses in the constitution that need to be amended for the people of Kenya to get quality governance.
It is this clamor for good governance, this task for good governance, this thing that won't let us sleep, that has given birth to Operation Linda Ugatuzi, which seeks to advance the implementation of good governance. It's a call to amend the constitution so as to give it the governance framework which it lacks for the welfare of all of us. This question, the answer is already given. To close the windows that the opportunity for corruption which prosper is checked, so that good governance and its resultant benefits may be achieved.
Ogolla and his team are on a mission to ensure there is proper governance in the country and distribution of resources through revenue allocation, CDF and World Development Fund.
To legislate. You legislate how? You cannot even win an election. Remember that this parliament have gotten the highest returnees because of CDF. So we are trying to empower MCA. Do you know why? Because if you have a governor and you are an MCA, if you oppose him in the National Assembly, there will be no development activity in your ward so that you don't get re-elected. These are things I've seen. You know, I'm a governor and I tell you it has to work that way. Then secondly, if they do development activities, what they'll do, they will not mention your name. In fact, they'll come to launch the day you are not there, so that you don't get re-elected. So we are giving them powers to do that.
With corruption being at the center of all that's doom in the country, the Linda Ugatuzi group seeks to have independent officers established to deal with the corruption at the county level and also arm the existing ones.
Amending the constitution. And actually these are proposed amendments. Lastly, we believe once we do these things, we shall give those institutional bodies powers to do. For example, Youth Commission will do what we want. Health Commission will do what is required. EACC will prosecute anybody who has stolen money, because now they don't have prosecutorial power. So we are giving them power. So if they fail, we can now tell them you failed. But if we tell EACC they have failed to prosecute corruption, they tell you they don't have those powers. So we are giving them powers to do what they need to do. Then,
to get good governance, the group seeks to have basic academic qualifications for people seeking leadership positions. The group is confident that their proposals will see the light of day, as it is backed by a majority of Kenyans.
This, therefore, is the first of a kind, driven by the people of Kenya directly, both professionals and non-professionals. For the sovereign and inalienable rights belong to we the people, as the Constitution asserts in the preamble. May I invite those who have been trying to drive the amendments through Parliament or other means to join Operation Linda Katiba.
On Monday, the Linda Ugatuzi team will launch the A Million Signature Collection Drive after carrying out public participation. Brana Mwailu, Cup TV, Nairobi.